Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, everyone. What's up, world?
What's up, world?
I was telling James, are you going to say that? He's like, yeah.
Tina just informed that that's cringe.
Yeah, for me. I'm not saying
Cringe
for
for you?
everyone. Yeah,
Because it's not cringe for me.
I'm sure.
For me, it's like the
You've been
coolest
saying
thing.
it for 12 years.
It's part of me now.
Want to chat?
Yeah, sure.
That's funny.
Man, I just had the hiccups. I didn't know if we were going to get this podcast
Yeah,
out.
we had to wait for a little bit to see if it's going to go, but it went away, I think.
I'm still a little bit on edge.
Oh,
You know when you
okay.
get the hiccups and you're just waiting?
For it to come? Yeah. It's actually very, not a nice feeling. Like when you sneeze is such a nice feeling, but a hiccup is like the worst.
Have you ever sneezed and hiccuped at the same time?
No. Have you?
Yeah. Have you ever coughed and hiccuped?
No.
That's the worst.
I don't think so because I don't remember at all. So how are you, babe? Besides the hiccup fiasco.
Besides the hiccup, I'm going to whine a little bit. I think I pulled my groin.
Where do you think, we haven't even gone to the gym this week.
I don't even know how it happened.
That's
I
funny.
couldn't tell
Maybe
you.
from work?
Maybe. Old age.
Old age. That's
36
what it is.
years old.
36 years young.
Yeah.
Now at this stage, that's what we're going to say, you know, to make it kind of.
Like motivational.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Positive.
I actually don't think we're like that kind of people. Speaking of people,
You should see this person beside me. Damn.
who, me?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Who else do you think I'm talking about?
Your ego?
Oh,
Snap.
I got some crowded room things going on. Just in case.
Wow, what a great show.
Yeah. Amazing.
So good.
I don't want to forget what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
For those of you who are not watching this on YouTube, by the way, subscribe to our YouTube.
Yep.
We'd greatly appreciate it because we love you guys.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate it because we love you.
We appreciate it because we love you. We love you because we appreciate you. Anyways, Tina's got this fire yellow eyeshadow on. Looking pretty nice.
It's nice, eh?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like a glitter eyeshadow. When I put it on today, I was like, whoa.
Makeup's wild. Makeup's actually something that kind of grosses me out, though. Not like when it's on somebody, but like seeing it and like...
Yeah, because it's kind of like painting and you hate paint on face. Like even as a kid, you said you hated it.
Face paint, I'm
Face
not
paint.
down with.
Yeah, and it's basically face paint. Right?
Yeah, true. It just looks gross. Like the brown stuff, like brown foundation, whatever the foundation looks like. I just find it looks gross.
Pretty weird to say only brown.
It's the only foundation that...
He didn't mean it that way.
It's not a racial jab.
Yeah,
I can say look at my complexion.
I think a lot of people don't like makeup. So
Really?
yeah, a lot of people,
Do you
even
know
some girls.
yeah.
I don't know if they're saying it to like look cool in front of guys, but but I think a lot of girls don't like a lot of makeup or makeup at all. I don't know. You guys let us know. To me, it's a form of art and therapy and everything.
It's definitely art. I will agree with you on that.
Wrapped up together. I think at this point, James has seen so many different looks that I've done. Sometimes I come out of the room like a crazy person.
Sometimes she comes out like
It's like a Tuesday afternoon.
double smoky eye. Those eyes are clouded.
Yeah, they are clouded. They're gone.
They're gone. Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing
so
in
funny.
them. And obviously, like you have to try different looks to see what looks good on you. Right?
Yeah.
So he's seen it all. And his favorite is the not a lot on.
The most simple makeup.
Yeah, but
I
sometimes
love natural looking makeup.
yeah, but sometimes when I have like that one where I put glitter and a little bit of brown, you love that one, and that one is a glam look. Like I do that on on your birthday or
Yeah. And that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
You hate false lashes.
I find you very pretty.
Thank you.
I do hate false lashes. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah. It's so funny. Everybody likes something different.
Honestly, I think most girls have long eyelashes. Don't they?
Yeah, most people do. Guys have a lot more lashes because you guys don't play around with it too much. Even this little girl on the weekend, I was doing this little girl's makeup, and she had such beautiful lashes. I was having so much fun putting mascara on it.
Yeah.
And it was so long that when she would blink, like it would go all over her cheek. It was so cute. But that's the thing about people. Everyone is so different, and everyone is so set in stone in their opinion.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Man.
Right?
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, everyone is. No one can say, oh, I'm not. Like, even myself. I actually was just talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about this one girl that we know, like an influencer, who used to always make fun of girls with like putting on filters or makeup or lashes or being cute with their boyfriends. She would make fun of them
on Instagram?
Yeah.
How do you do that on Instagram?
Yeah.
That seems
And she had the funny filter of like Snapchat where it makes your eyes big and the lips small. So it's like,
what kind?
I don't know. It was so strange. I always found it so interesting, and and now she's completely different. Like she's in a
filters
cutesy
now, like
relationship, Yeah. So I think sometimes when you're maybe sad or bitter about life in a different way, which kind of goes with what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You act really strange, but everyone's like that. We don't know what people are going through.
You know what is like one of the worst feelings? Guys, maybe you can relate to this. Babe, maybe you can relate to this too. Mm-hmm. Is when you look back on who you used to be. And you remember and you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Who was I?
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone does.
Remember like when I used to smoke weed, when I was telling you guys when I used to smoke weed a lot? Mm-hmm. And I told you that I literally thought I think different?
Yeah. Like when he was high as like a teenager. But those are the years where everyone thinks so.
Yeah, it was so funny because
I was so self-centered.
Yeah. True that.
That's every teenager. I think we all think at that point we matter so much. Everything is about us.
Yeah.
And school and high school and like, oh my God, if I don't do this, especially here in this culture, I've noticed the difference.
Big time.
Yeah, because even in media and stuff, it's like all about, oh, you're a teenager? Well, God help you.
I think that's spreading the world, going around the world now. Guys, sorry, my throat's like really bothered. It was those damn hiccups.
Yeah, they were very strong. So speaking of like how different people are, James and I travel a lot, as you guys know, and we wanted to today talk about, and we meet a lot of people.
Yeah. We like to talk to people when we travel.
Yeah.
That's probably that's one of the funnest parts about traveling is just seeing where different people are. It's cool to be from different places in a different setting because you all have that in common.
Yeah, exactly. You know? All tourists like together. And then it's also different when you get to know someone who's from the country. It's really cool. Yeah. So we've met a lot of people and we have a lot of funny stories. So today we wanted to tell you about the story that like, it was so funny to us. And I don't even know why it's so funny, but the guy was just funny.
Honestly, this was probably the funniest. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're having issues tonight.
Yeah, tonight it's some kind of allergy in the air.
Yeah, there's something. Mm-hmm. This couple was like the most interesting couple that we've ever come across.
Yeah.
By far, they win.
They win.
Place.
In terms of like how interesting they were.
Interesting, yeah. And
we were into
and
it.
Approachable. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this was where?
So this was in Pusitano.
Yeah.
Tina and I wanted to go. We weren't celebrating anything. Just it's Pusitano, so you get dressed up and you go out for dinner because it's really nice. It's cute.
You're in Italy.
Yeah.
It's nighttime. You dress up.
You dress up. You look good. You smell good.
Yeah.
You fit in.
Exactly.
Basically.
If you don't, you don't fit in.
Yeah.
That's funny. Mm-hmm.
So we went to this restaurant that we knew had like good pizza.
And it's pretty chill, but like it's nice.
Yeah, you can dress up. You can just wear normal clothes. It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
So we go in and we get seated at a table for two, and the seating's really close. So they have all the two-seaters are fairly
very
packed
close.
together.
Like we were like, I was sitting beside the guy of the other couple, and James was on that side with the girl. So it's like almost like you can just get by if you turn sideways.
Yeah, you basically have to put your butt on their plate to get by the table.
Because it's busy, right?
Yeah.
Like they have to do that.
Love those places.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So Tina and I are sitting there and we're looking at the menu. And we're thinking about what are we gonna eat.
Yeah.
And then we like this couple's. They looked like they were around our age. Like they were, similar.
Probably a little bit older.
Maybe,
yeah.
A couple years older. And we just hear them talking
in English. So obviously we pick it up. Yeah.
And they sounded American, and I can pick up American accent anywhere because my mom is American. I have half my family's American, right? So I'm like, these guys are from the U.S. for sure.
Yeah.
And we start talking. She's like, yeah. And she's like, I wonder where they're from.
Yeah.
Tina's asking me that, and we're like trying to think about it.
And we're talking in between ourselves. And then, like, because it's so close, you're hearing the other, like they could hear us talking. We could hear them talking.
Yeah. Like we were in each other's conversations no matter what.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
So
everyone's hearing, like people around you hear what you're going to have to say.
So they started saying some like pretty strange things to each other.
It started to get weird.
Yeah. Like,
and then we would look at each other like, because we're trying not to listen and have our own conversation because it's rude, being like nosy.
But the things they were saying to each other were so...
It was catching our attention.
It was offside. Like,
it was weird. Like we would pick up different words and be like, and we're trying to tell each other, like, did you hear that?
Yeah, we're like, yo.
We couldn't because we're so close.
Yeah, we're like, there's no way he just said that to her.
Yeah.
Or she just said that to him. There's no way that happened.
And then when it would get loud, like we would ask each other, so like, do you think they're brother and sister?
Are they
like,
brother
what's
and sister?
the relationship?
Are they friends?
Yeah.
Are they dating? Like what's going on? And then, so we're sitting there. We order our food, and our food's like we just submitted our order. Their food came like an appetizer, and it's kind of quiet like now because people are eating, and we hear like they said something to each other. I don't know how it started.
Yeah, we don't know.
But all I hear is the girl say like, I don't really find you that attractive. And Tina and I just look at each other. We're like, what? And he's like, the guy says to her, he's like, yeah, well, you're like not a catch either.
Yeah, like I don't really feel anything.
I don't really feel anything. You're not like that special.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what the hell is this? And then all of a sudden the girl's like, yeah, but I think that's why we work.
Yeah. We were like, what? Our minds were blown. We were like, oh my God, who are they to each other?
I like look at Tina. I'm like, man, I got to ask these people. Where
yeah, I knew it was coming. Yeah.
So I lean over. I'm like, yo, where are you guys from?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, oh, we're from New York.
Yeah. So we started talking.
We started talking. Yeah. We find out some funny stuff about this guy. He worked for
Facebook, I think.
Facebook. Yeah. So he handled
like higher up.
Yeah. He handled like all the brand accounts.
Yeah.
So like the big brands, like Nike.
Yeah.
Anything huge that came through. No, it was Microsoft. He was working for Microsoft, and he handled like all these like big branding platforms. And
yeah, like he had a lot of connections.
Yeah.
He was just so cool.
He was cool. Awesome. They were super chill.
We found out they were married.
Yeah, so they were, yeah.
But the things they were saying to each other were so weird.
Yeah, like he literally would like talk bad about himself. He was like, he's like, yeah, like, I'm sitting here next to you guys, and look at me. I got a big ass nose and big ears, and like,
don't say everything.
No,
he was
I won't.
Crude,
he was pretty crude, and he's like an ugly face, and fat as and we're like, yo, man, chill. And
like,
she's
no,
like,
you're fine.
yeah, we're like, no, you're good, man. You're doing all right. And she's like, no, he's not. He's not doing all right. He needs to like be better. And he's like, yeah, you're right, honey.
Yeah, and then we would be like, do we laugh? Like,
yeah, we're like, do we laugh? And he's like, yeah, she could. Look at her, though. She could definitely afford to lose a few pounds.
Yeah, to his wife.
We're like, bro, don't put us in on this. Yeah. He's like, no, it's okay. Do you think she does? We're like, no, man. We're like,
and then they would compliment us, especially him. He's like, yeah, like we saw you guys walking from up there. Because like the way Positano, you walk down kind of to get into the city. And if you park like up on the road, or if you take the bus in or something. Yeah, if you don't park
like in the center.
Inside, yeah. So he's like, we saw, what was he saying? He's like, I saw you guys walk down, and because at this point he was asking us, what do we do?
Yeah.
He's like, why do you have a camera?
Yeah. And so we told him, we're like, we do like, I like to video edit, and we do. We didn't say social media right away, did we?
No, we're like, we just do like travel videos
and stuff. And then later on we got into it and we said like,
and he's like, oh, so you have a lot of followers? We're like, yeah, it's okay. And then he asked us, we told him, he's like, oh my God. And he was like, wow, you guys are you're acting so humble. And because he was so funny, he would like make these comments, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. I'm so humble. I have this many followers. And then he started going,
yeah, and he's
off.
like, shut the F up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at me eating my pizza.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, yo.
I don't gain weight. Oh, I'm perfect. Look at me.
We're like, yo, screw you, bro.
So at that point, we got comfortable with him too,
Yeah.
and we're just laughing. It was so funny. He's like, I saw you guys come down here, and it was like the wind was in her hair, and I see this guy. He has a backpack on, and even his backpack is sexy.
His wife's like, shut up, honey. Yeah. You're annoying.
You're making them uncomfortable or something
like that.
So funny.
Yeah, this guy was like by far a super charismatic guy.
Yeah.
He said, do you watch basketball? I'm like, man. He's like, how about those Raptors? I was like, I don't really care for
like
Raptors.
Toronto, yeah.
He's like, good, they're garbage anyways. And he starts going off. He literally said, what did he say? He said they lost a game and he like almost rioted. They almost rioted.
Yeah.
I was like, man, these US guys are so passionate.
So intense about sports.
Sports, yeah.
Yeah, and James was like, yeah, I don't care that much. Like, I didn't even watch it when Raptors won.
Yeah.
And James was just like telling our friends, they're going to lose. Because like he's not really a fan to watch or like be excited.
Yeah.
So even when they won, he's like, they didn't really win. They suck. And it was so funny. But then we found out like these guys were on a tour, like a bus tour.
Yeah.
And they were like visiting everywhere, right?
Yeah, they came from
Well, they flew in and then they were on a bus tour. You know how like a lot of people from China or Japan, like they come in a bus. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but they're in a group together and they come off those big buses and they see like Positano for a day and then they move to Sicily or whatever. So these guys were with those groups and they were telling us about their experience and how these like older Asian ladies would go into like Hermes and in like Paris or like Chanel and buy it out. Just like, oh, this one's for my granddaughter. This is for my... And he's like, and we're just looking at them, you know, and I bought my wife a Chanel bag because they were actually rich too.
They were.
He's like, I thought I was, you know, comfortable and like loaded. And then I saw these ladies just like...
And they made me...
Yeah, they made me feel like crap. And he's telling us about this, like... this whole tour and like just the way he explained, he was very charismatic. And he's like, yeah, so like we're on this tour with all these older people and we're like, damn it, like we have to be with them for 2 weeks. At the end, when we separated, I wanted to cry.
You got attached.
He's like, I was so attached to these older ladies. Like I cried, like they became my family.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, they were, yeah, that couple was something else.
We talked for hours.
Yeah. We talked to them for a long time. It was kind of the thing is, we wanted to tell you about this because it's like this whole topic is funny because of the things they would say to each other. Like,
yeah,
they didn't have any boundaries, it seemed, when it came to like respect for
That's
for
why
each
we
other.
thought they were brother and sister,
Yeah,
like,
we
you know,
couldn't
going
believe
at
it.
each other. We couldn't believe, like, but it's kind of funny and cool to be that like unbothered by like each other's comments. I hope they are, but
I don't know how you can't be.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
How
like,
you can feel comfortable and like feel good about yourself with your partner.
I hope they were joking.
I think so. I think maybe that was the way they were trying to get attention and like get people to talk to them, you know, because we weren't looking at them. You can tell people who want to make friends when they're talking, they look around, right, to kind of catch your attention. And then if you catch eyes, they start to joke around with you.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a story inside of a story. My friend and I just watched Barbie last week. And in the theater, someone was beside her. This older, not even older lady, middle-aged lady. I don't know how to explain her because I'm still angry. And
really?
I don't get
that cheese.
Yeah, man. Like, I've never experienced that. In the theater, you go to experience the movie and the sounds and the picture, how big it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you pick good seats and you pay extra for VIP. Let's say we did all of that, right? And this lady ruined everything. From the beginning to the end, she was talking. narrating the movie.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Ryan Gosling! I can't believe he said that. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. And then she would look at us, and she wanted us to look at her so she can converse.
Oh my.
At some point, I felt bad for her because I felt like she was so lonely. She was with like 7 little girls, like her daughter and maybe their friends. I felt bad, but she ruined the whole experience. When it was funny, she wouldn't laugh. When it was not funny, she would laugh so loud.
She had a strange sense of humor. Eh?
Yeah, she was obnoxious. Like, that's the perfect word. And when we came out, we told like one of the guys who works there, I was waiting for my friend. She was in the bathroom and he's like, so like, how was it? Did you like it? And I'm like, yeah, it was good. But this is what happened. This lady was so like annoying. He's like, okay, let me take you to my manager. And they were so nice. They gave us 2 free tickets to like come back and watch it again.
Yeah, Tina and I are going to go watch it.
Yeah. Sorry, Devin. But I think some people, this is why I said this story, because when they want to make friends, they look around. So maybe these guys talk like that to get attention, because it's not like it was quiet. Like they were yelling these things across the table to each other. And like, it was very much like they wanted the attention. And we fell for it.
They wanted someone to interact with them.
Yeah, we fell for it big time. We talked to them for like 3 hours.
Maybe they were just lonely because of they lost their crew. Moved on.
They were sad.
Yeah.
And they told us about this really nice perfumery.
Yeah, we actually went and got some. Carthusia.
Definitely check it out. You can get it in Positano and Capri.
2 places. That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Maybe there's some.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, no, it might be exclusive to them.
I thought so. I thought that was what was special about it. So the next day we went and bought 4 like 100 ml.
And guys, you guys may think something when we travel, okay? Like
what?
We're blowing like crazy amounts of money.
That was like the first time we ever bought anything, like a lot of things.
Yeah, we actually shopped that time. But our trips to Italy and stuff are literally the same cost of like people's all-inclusive.
Yeah, 100%.
With car rentals and stuff. Tina does such an amazing job.
Thank you. Yeah, I really like looking for for good deals, and it just makes me so happy when I find it. That's why like this year was kind of hard because we're going away for our anniversary soon. Mm-hmm. And this year was hard to find something that was like everything was good, because each year I find something amazing and it's direct flight, it's good seats, it's a really good hotel. So it's hard to like not get that. Yeah. So I'm like, okay,
it's hard to settle.
Yeah, we can't. And at this age, we can't. In the beginning, like we got 4-star hotel. I think the first time we went to Rome, we got a 3-star hotel that was a 4.5 online. It was a great hotel. Yeah. But like, we were like, it's okay. If it's a little bit further, we'll just walk.
Yeah.
And we would walk. And so we could afford it, right? And it was the beginning of our travel. So we didn't know how it was. Now we know how to like manage.
We used to walk the cities.
Man, we walked we probably walked all over Rome. We've seen every street. Mama.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, so we don't spend that much. Like when I tell people how much we spent for our whole trip and people see our videos and like, because we always get a car. We've never been on a tour.
Yeah.
Never did any of that. Maybe just like.
Hi, buddy. Our cat just climbed on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
There's something on his chin. You see that?
Yeah.
What is it? Mommy. Yeah, so I think you can do... Oh, it's litter.
This guy's got litter all over him. Man just jumped up on the camera.
He's licking it. Here. He's licking it now. That's so funny. Mommy, don't eat your litter.
No, we gotta shower him.
My love. Yeah, so if you guys like these sort of... Our cat does this thing when he like smells something funny. He leaves his
mouth open
like... It's so funny. Should we tell another story or is this good?
I think this is good.
Yeah, maybe that was it. This was a quick one, but...
Quick class.
I guess what you can kind of take from this story too is like get to know people on trips.
Yeah, definitely talk to people. Get to know them.
Don't go anywhere with them like we did.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah, just talk to them at the table and then bounce.
Yeah.
But we met so many people like that, and it's really It makes the trip nice.
It's hard. You want to hang out with them so much.
I know. And when we started dating, do you remember? We were like, okay, today we're going to go to the beach and do this and do this. And then we would meet. We'd be like, should we call all of our friends and see if they all wanted to come?
We did so much with everybody.
Everybody. And we always called everyone.
And everyone came.
All the time. Sometimes we would go to my friend's house, and we would call her at the door and be like, hey, we're ready. If you're ready in like 5 minutes, we can go to the beach. She's like, okay. She used to work in Toyota at that time.
She'd just get up and go.
She was so tired. Yeah.
Awesome.
So get to know people. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And you learn so much. And you learn like what not to do, what not to say and stuff like that too. Like this guy offered to get us the blue check mark on.
Yeah, he offered to get us verified.
3 years ago, remember?
He didn't understand why we weren't. We didn't understand why we weren't.
Yeah.
Kind of bull crap. But.
Yeah, but he's like, just let me know. He gave you his number.
Yeah.
You have his number, but we didn't care.
Yeah.
No, it's like, it's strange to like meet someone and want to like use their
connection.
Right?
Yeah.
And what difference does that make? Now
Doesn't
everyone
mean anything.
Now everyone pays $15 and have a blue check mark. $15 a month. 15 to 20, yeah.
Making rich people richer.
Yep, exactly.
It's crazy.
But that's how you make good connections and network. You never know. Maybe one day you meet them again. And it'll be so
exactly.
nice.
We actually, quick story. We actually went to, sorry.
No, it's okay.
We actually were I told you, no story, but it
it's okay.
kind of ties into what you said
Yeah.
about meeting people again. We took a hotel, and the first time we went to southern Italy.
This is the best.
We went there. We met this guy, cute little family with like an Airbnb kind of thing.
Yeah, like it was a hotel, but it was in a farm, little farm with like little houses, and we got our own house.
Yeah, like a little apartment room.
So cute.
Had a vineyard. It was like super cute. The guy was like, really cool too.
And young guy, yeah.
It was funny. I asked him where is a good place to eat, and then he said like,
a restaurant,
something trattoria or whatever, and I didn't know the first part of it. I'm like, hey, can you spell that for me? He's like, I was like, yo, man, please just write it down.
Oh my God. We laughed about that. To this day, we laugh about that. Every time we are spelling something for each other, we're like,
Because like, it was even worse than when he said it to me, because I don't know the Italian alphabet.
Yeah, the way they say their vowels. Yeah.
So,
3 years later.
3 years later, we go to Maori. We get a hotel there.
We looked for this place because we made friends with him, and we left him a review. Remember, he's like, leave me a review, and we did, and all of that. And we had him on WhatsApp. So we were like, okay, we were looking for that same place.
We went back to our Expedia itineraries.
Couldn't find it. It was like not there anymore.
Wasn't there anymore.
We're like, damn, after COVID, they didn't do well. They didn't make it.
So we booked this place in Maori, and we get there.
Different city.
It's far, like maybe an hour away. Mm-hmm. We get there. I think it's an hour away. We get there, and then we're there for a couple days. And
this place was in an apartment building where other Italians lived, and one floor of it was a hotel, and like each room was like a room.
Yeah,
it was so cute.
It was cool. They're like little suites. And we were going there, and like the lady was like super nice to us. We felt like we're like, holy crap, this place is like super like. Yeah. It's really, really.
Here's
really
another
kind.
place we found that's really nice. Yeah.
And then the one day we come home, and I see this guy with like sunglasses
and mask on.
And a mask on. And I had a mask on. And then we had to ask him for something about beaches or
no, it was about the spec. We bought a huge spec for my brother Nima.
Yeah, it's like
it's like bacon.
Yeah, you can use it for bacon, sandwiches, meats.
Yeah.
It's really good. I wanted our brother to try it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, man, where can I get some spec? And then we're kind of like just looking at each other. Like we're just staring at each other. I was like, yo, man, I think I know you.
And he removed his mask?
He removed his mask. And I was like, yo, man, I do know you. And he's like, hey, it is you. And he's like, my mom told me that it was you guys because she remembered the color of my eyes because that was the first time she's seen like, someone with my complexion and those eyes, right?
That's
She's like,
so
I wouldn't forget that. And then I was like, that's crazy, man. I'm like, do you just work here? Is this? He's like, no, this is our other place. We're like, man, because we were trying to find yours. But he's like, yeah, it's under construction right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
what are the odds?
Yeah, completely different. We just boom ended up staying at the same place.
Same family.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. And his little brother was the one who told us about the beaches. You can book it online and it's so much cheaper. It's like €2 compared to 20 euros.
20, yeah.
Like they're just so helpful and sweet. And anyways, like, you know, these things happen to us a lot. Don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah, like, and we love it.
We're lucky.
We appreciate it, and we feel like
we feel so special.
Yeah, so special. These little things matter, you know.
They do. They make a trip.
Yeah, and
they
if
make
you
the trip better
for sure, and if you don't appreciate them, I don't know, it might not come as often. We appreciate it so much.
I think it's the energy you put out.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you're gonna get treated how you treat people. If you treat people nice, they're going to do nice things for you. If you know.
The way you and I approach people who work like service, like at a hotel or like restaurants, I think we're so excited and happy. You know what I mean? That's why really we haven't experienced like racism anywhere. Even places where people are like, oh, they're racist there.
Yeah. I think there's like systemic racism that's deeper, but
100%.
It's not like.
But they were telling us, with like even tourists,
like,
there.
Yeah, when you talk to them.
Yeah, they're rude to you. They don't care. We've been treated so nice.
I think people lose the concept that just because you're on vacation doesn't mean that you're,
everyone needs to be like, yeah, for sure.
You don't get people here rolling up to you like they're on vacation, like serve me. You'd punch them in the face, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you have to think, like, they're dealing with so many tourists. Like, think about Paris, France. Jeez. That's like all tourists everywhere.
Think about any tourism country.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's such a hard.
It's
life.
hard. Yeah, it's hard. So obviously they're gonna have bad days.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyways, we hope you enjoyed these stories. We know you guys like our story times, and we got tons of it. So, let us know what kind of topics you want us to talk about besides these things.
Yeah,
we like to kind of mix it up, right?
Yeah, we want to mix it up. We're not. We don't really want to dive like too deep into a lot of stuff, because things can change. And
I guess we're feeling it out.
We're feeling it out, yeah.
Yeah.
So right now is just kind of our transition period and having fun and seeing what you guys like.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like we enjoy this more than anyone listening.
I freaking love it, man.
Yeah, we really enjoy doing this. So thanks for listening. It's nice to know someone's out there listening to us as well. It's like we feel like now we're sitting with our friends and talking.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I love it. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, buds. That's how they do it in Canada.
Water.
Water.
From Antarctica.
Guess what is me?
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Love ya.
Love you guys.